welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I am Jasmine. I am an international medical graduate from the Philippines, and I am applying to residency here in the United States. So I just wanted to share this video because this came in the mail for me, and I'm sure you already know what this is, but I haven't opened these yet, and I thought it would be fun to open it on camera. I'm not sure why there's two, because there should only be one, but who knows what's in it. So I do have a little tiny script here because I wanted to talk about how I got these in the first place. So if you clicked on this video, you probably clicked on this video because of the title. And so I'm going to be discussing how I was able to get my ECFMG certificate in a little over a year after I graduated from medical school. Also, I wanted to celebrate getting over 300 subscribers. It's kind of surreal. I don't think I expected people to find my channel. I wanted people to find my channel because I feel like I have something to say, but I just thought it would never happen. But yay! Hopefully that number goes up a little higher. Who knows when, how, if it'll happen, but the point is, thank you so much for people who have subscribed and who continue to watch my channel. I hope that in as much as this is giving me fulfillment and joy sharing everything that's happened in my life so far, I mean in my journey of getting into US residency, I hope this has been helpful for you as well, and I hope that you learned something from my videos, or at the very least are entertained by my videos, and thank you so much for watching. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox it first, actually, before I start talking about how I got it. All right. Okay. Open it like this. I'm gonna be really upset if this is off frame. You know what? I'm gonna just check the video real quick. I just changed camera angle slightly, but hopefully everything is still within frame. Let me pull it out. Ooh, fancy, fancy. How do I open this? Yay! I will close this. It says, okay, here it is. This is what it looks like. Yay. It says that it's valid through December 31st, 2024, but I got an email saying that it's actually valid until 2027, which is, they're not going to be sending another certificate with a different date, but that I should keep the email. And that's because of the pathways that I applied to. I don't know why they sent me a second. What is this? Is it the same one? Yeah, it's the same. Oh my god, no it's not. This is someone else's. Holy crap. What do I do? Oh. Holy. Oh no, what do I do with this? I'm gonna call them. That is wild. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know how to say their name, but I'm not gonna share whose it is. I'm so sorry that it's here with me. After I film this video, I'm gonna call the ECFMG people and let them know about that mistake. The envelope was addressed to me. I'm glad I opened mine first. I feel like I would have had a heart attack if I opened that other person's first. But okay. So now that that's settled, I just wanted to very quickly go through all the different steps I had to accomplish and finish in order to get this certification in my hands right at this moment. So I was not prepared that it would come today. I thought it would come later because when I called the ECFMG this week, they said that it was actually on transit back to them because I wasn't home to receive the package. But regardless, I received it today, so I will unbox it today and film the unboxing today. So anyways, very briefly, this is what I had to go through in order to get this ECFMG certificate. So, number one, 4 years of undergrad. That was from 2014 to 2018 for me, and then graduated in 2018 June, got into medical school, started medical school August of 2018, and then the next thing is 4 years of medical school, which was 2018 to 2022. My school is a 5-year program, so after our 4th year of medical school, we had to go through a mandatory 5th year of medical school in order to graduate. And so my internship year was from 2022 to 2023, and I graduated in August of 2023. I took my home country's licensing exam in October 2023. So in a couple of weeks, I'll be celebrating my 1-year anniversary since I took the boards in the Philippines. And then in December 2023, I got my USMLE Step 1 done. And I also got my license to practice medicine in the Philippines official in December of 2023. And then I took Step 2 CK in March of 2024, took the OET in April of 2024, and in September/October. Actually, I received the email that I was officially certified in September, and then in October was when I got the physical form with me. So honestly, I probably could have gotten my ECFMG certificate as soon as I got my pathways approved, but I didn't realize that I had to upload my translated and my untranslated medical diploma onto the submission portal that they have. So I did that late, and then I also had to go to the Philippines because I needed to get our licensing board over there to submit a letter of good standing to the ECFMG, and also get my school to give me the translated copy of my diploma. So, what are the requirements that I submitted? And I hope you pay attention to this because I had to call the ECFMG at least once to make sure I was doing everything right. And so hopefully, after you've seen this video, you'll see that there's a lot of things on your end, and then there's a lot of things on your school's end that you don't have control of. So, number one, you need to have a proof of enrollment / proof of graduation if you're an IMG. And so that's going to be your diploma. And so I didn't know that this was an extra step because I applied to take the steps while I was still in school and I didn't have my diploma yet. So it's slightly different if you apply to take the steps when you have your diploma already. So yeah. When I was still in medical school, my school submitted a proof of enrollment. And then now that I've graduated, I needed to go ahead and get my diploma, get it translated, and then upload it onto the submission portal. The next thing is the USMLE Steps 1 and 2 scores. Those are required. You had to have passed Step 1 and Step 2 CK in order to get the ECFMG certification. And then you also need, if you're doing the pathways, you also need the OET. So unfortunately, it's not set in stone that the OET and then the passing scores for OET are going to qualify for future pathways. But make sure that when you're applying to get your ECFMG certificate that year, you make sure that the requirements for the OET are met on your side, like you've passed according to whatever score they specify, and that it still counts towards the pathway, because that can change. And they say it on their website too, that aspect of the pathways that aspect of the pathways is subject to change. Okay. So the next thing that I needed, because I did pathway 1, which meant that I have an active license, medical license in my home country. I needed to get a certificate of good standing from the licensing board in my home country to submit that documentation to the ECFMG. Okay. So what are the things that your school needs to upload? They need to upload your transcript of records. They also need to upload your this form. I forgot what number form it was, but the ECFMG will send that form over to your school, and your school will have to fill it out online. Okay. So all in all, for me, it took a little over 12 months to complete everything and receive this in the mail. But really, I started this journey back when I was still a third-year medical student in 2021. And I had to deal with my school's policies about taking the steps. I had to deal with a lot of bureaucracy from my home country and obviously in the United States. But since I was a citizen, it's a lot less work because I didn't have to worry about the visa part. But I was able to sit and take my steps in 2023 and early 2024. And now, nearing the end of 2024, I finally have this in my hands. So what is my advice for people who want to get the certification in the shortest amount of time possible? Number one, if you can take your steps during medical school, please do take them during medical school. It'll just make things expedited so much faster when you're processing the other papers, when you're getting ready to apply for residency. And then if you didn't though, I have other tips. So that if taking the steps during your medical school years doesn't apply to you anymore, try getting steps 1 and 2 CK done fast, but also make sure that you are scoring well enough in your practice exams that you know you're gonna pass and that you know you're gonna score within the range that you wanna score in. Okay, tip number 2. If you can get or number 3 rather, if you can get your home country's medical license, pathway 1 seems to be the most straightforward. The other pathways I didn't get to research as much, but I know other people who have taken pathway 6 from the Philippines because they didn't do internship in the Philippines and they didn't get their medical license in the Philippines. So if that applies to you, make sure that you research appropriately which pathway is best for you. And the reason for the pathways, if you're unaware, is in COVID times, they established these pathways because people were unable to travel to the United States to take the Step 2 CS exam. And since then, they've taken the Step 2 CS exam off of the requirements to get ECFMG certified and rather replaced it with something called the pathways. Tip number 3, I touched on this already, but before you take the OET, please do make sure that it does count for the pathways for that year that you're applying for your ECFMG certificate. Because the website says that the OET aspect of the pathways is subject to change. So they might choose a different examination, they might change the score requirement for how to pass it, etc., etc. Okay, so then the next tip is don't rush it. I've already touched on this a little bit. Make sure that you are scoring in the range that you want to score in and that you're passing all of your practice exams before you go in and take the actual exam. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but if you do have mistakes in this process, i.e. fail or score really, really poorly on one of your steps, this is just gonna make your journey exponentially harder. So minimize those mistakes by really studying hard for these exams and scoring in the range that you want to score in. And then lastly, Make sure you do things according to your timeline. I know this video is giving you tips on how to get the ECFMG as fast as you possibly can, but if you don't function like that, or if you have other responsibilities, like if you have a family to take care of, if you have a job that you're needing to attend to, please take that into consideration into your timeline, and don't compare yourself to someone like me who has no children, doesn't need to have a job technically, but I have a job now, but I didn't have a job back when I was studying for the steps. So my journey is not comparable to your journey. And so please, if you are stressing out about, oh my gosh, it's been a year since I graduated medical school and I still haven't taken the steps, don't let others pressure you, because you are doing this in your own time and doing things in a way that makes sense for you. As long as you keep working towards that goal, and day by day you're inching yourself forward towards that goal, you will get there, as long as you don't give up. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and call the ECFMG about this person, this poor person whose ECFMG certificate was mistakenly shipped to me. It even has my name on the thing. Yeah, it's like my address and everything. That's crazy. All right. Anyways, bye.